You're gonna see a story tonight. One of my stories that I'd like to tell of an adventure I went on with one of my favorite assistants I've ever had. One of the best assistants. It was... Well, no, definitely not. Definitely not that one. But there have been some great times. Great times that I've had. Oh! That's a good one. Maybe I might tell you that one. I might tell you that one. There was the time, Liam and I, we went to see King Arthur, except it was awkward, because I'm also Merlin. The fourth Doctor, that was the fourth me, Merlin. Nerds, there you go. Daniel and I, we went to visit the Brigadier, who ended up being a Cyberman at the end, saving his daughter, flying out of the plane. Brilliant, saluted him for the first time, he was happy. Yeah, Larissa, we went to visit Walt Disney. Yeah, right, he turned out to be a Nazi. What do you know? Yeah, then Hitler, we went to visit Hitler, again. Right, but that's Saba. Oh, we went to visit the monkeys. Oh, it was a good time. What a shit band. But the story I want to tell you tonight is about when Megan and we went to visit Sherlock Holmes. It was the best of times. Finally got to meet him. It wasn't as exciting as meeting Benedict Cumberbatch, but you know. Exciting anyways, Megan, where are you? Where are you, Megan? Come on! You've been saying you want to visit Sherlock Holmes, and I've been saying no forever. I said, no, we're not going to go visit Sherlock Holmes because he's a fictional character. But I've done something to the TARDIS. I've made some adjustments to the TARDIS. And now the TARDIS can actually travel into a fictional universe. Yeah. Now, how did Megan and I know? By the way, I fixed the TARDIS out so that it can actually, speak to us in a voice that sounds remarkably like a large group of people screaming. We'll try, this is the settings, we'll try the TARDIS, can you say yes? Yes! That's good. Now, TARDIS, I'm trying to remember, just to make sure you're working, how did Megan and I meet? The internet. Oh, the internet! Yeah, okay, we met on the internet. Well, leave it at that. Good. So Megan, I'm excited. We're going to go back. When we go there, there might be some anachronistic material, something that doesn't belong, is not from Victorian England, that we find on the present, perhaps, of a dead body. What might that be? Nuclear bomb. Nuclear bombs or Pringles. Pringles. Yeah, we found Pringles on the body. There you go. Pringles. All right, package of Pringles in Victorian England. Crazy. Somehow that's going to tie everything together. How can this possibly go wrong?
No idea.
You're British. I love it.
Well, I'm not really, but I'm going to do an English accent.
That's good. I'm convinced. So Megan, okay, here we go. All right. Come with me.
Dr. Watson. Yes, make a note of the time. Why, it's 7:22 in the AM. 7:22 in the AM. We've discovered a body inside a locked room. There was no way anyone could have killed this man except himself, and yet this was not a suicide. How are you so sure? Notice his fingernails. They've been recently trimmed. A man who was going to kill himself would not bother to trim his fingernails. We leave them long. Leave them for a mortician to trim instead. For he knew his death would be approaching. No, this man this man is someone who death took unawares, Watson. But what's most puzzling about this case is not the fact that this man was found in a locked room, nor that death took him by surprise. No, these crumbs, Watson. I've never seen the like. They're like potato crisps, but shittier. What, Watson, could possibly be the meaning of this empty cylindrical tube? More crumbs at the bottom, but who would put potato crisps in a tube? Only a madman! Watson, I fear that this case will take all of my deductive reasoning and knowledge. I fear I may have met my match. I fear that this case will not be elementary, Watson. I fear this case will be junior high. Junior high, my dear Watson. Junior Clara, Captain, I'm glad you showed up because a most vexing and pernicious case has recently been brought to Dr. Watson and my attention. A man found killed in a sealed room. A man who took very good care of his cuticles. A man covered in crumbs. Crumbs which resemble potato crisps, but shittier.
Later, too.
There wasn't two family room, it had similar crumbs, yes. I suppose that shit could have been exactly.
Wow, that's a lot of clues.
I think, Doctor. Yes. No, the other doctor. Doctor, your friend seems to be taking an inordinate amount of interest in my associate Watson.
He's a slut.
I'm not sure how this helps the investigation. I shall be loved.
In any case,
Do
Doctor.
you have the chips in here?
Yes, here's the tube with the crumbs within. I was taking it back to Baker Street for analysis, but what manner of device is this?
Screwdriver.
Very well, here it goes.
It's not good.
No, much shittier than potato crisps, as I mentioned.
Oh, no, that's not it. The reading I'm picking up, it's an electrical device that tells you, it can trace things.
Yes.
Like the wire.
Yes, I'm familiar with electricity, Doctor. We have it, you know.
Great. But this leaves the trace, and the trace, it's not good, Jack. It's Gallifreyan energy.
What? Gallifreyan? Doctor, I'm afraid I'm not familiar with the
It's a
term.
place that I'm from.
Oh, yes.
It's outside
North of Glasgow, no doubt.
Yes, it's in the north. Most planets have a north.
Doctor,
But anyways,
what does this mean?
well, listen, I'm getting a reading from Big Ben. So I think you and
So am I. So am I. Sorry, not the right time? No?
Maybe later when you don't do it. Listen, you
Doctor, Big Ben is very big. I suggest we split up into groups in order to cover its vast
Well, Clara, you with Sherlock, me with... Oh, God, you two. Listen, we're gonna go. I'm gonna follow another trail that I got. You guys go first. We'll go.
So who am I with, the doctor? Because I'll get a hotel room.
You're gonna go with me. You're gonna keep your hands off him. You're the worst person I know. I don't know why I keep running into you. All the time in space, billions of years. I keep running into you. You're like a canker sword that won't get off my foot. I take off my shoe and I'm like, I thought you were gone. Because I put some fucking Dr. Scholl's on. And I thought it was gone. But it's still fucking there and I take off my fucking boots.
Doctor, I'm not going to criticize your rank, but canker sores are generally found within the mouth.
That's what makes you so mad. I'll never make a find you anywhere. But there you are. In the furthest place. Where they should possibly be. Right there on my fucking foot.
I'll take that as a cup.
Dr. Fenton seems immune to any sort of diatribe or dismissal, Doctor. In any case, we shall see you at the top of the Big Ben. Come.
Maybe should you join Baker Street? I know that's your address. I know.
Is it not him?
Watson. I don't touch you. Look.
That's not like I'm a predator.
So, Jack,
I know everything's consensual. I just right away.
Pringles.
What about?
Does your presence here have to do anything with Pringles?
Wait, what is a Pringle?
Don't you lie to me, Jack. Don't you lie. I just spent a very long time on a planet with no razors. Got this fucking wicked
In
beard.
the future, I had an idea.
What's your idea, Jack?
Putting crisps in tubes.
That was you! You came up with the idea for the shittiest chips in the history of humanity!
It's a super easy way to eat chips. It's not my fault that they taste like shit. So these Pringles, these are these crisps.
Yes!
You're aware of the substance. I just wanted everybody to pop a party in their mouth. And let me tell you, the first chip is a party, and then you're chasing the dragon. It's like cocaine. The first one's great, and then you just keep doing it, thinking maybe it'll be as great as that first one, and
saw them.
What are you talking? I should look behind me.
Look at me. Listen, you're going to run as fast as you can, and you're going to get Sherlock. You're going to tell him that there's a lot of trouble. You're going to tell him. I'm sorry, chap, I've got to leave you. You're just going to tell him that we're in a lot of trouble. And we should meet back in 2 to 1. Tell him, I'll be there. 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
Why are you here?
Admire the clock tower.
Why? I do admire it. It's younger, but it's still nice.
It's a beautiful view from here, is it not?
Why are you here? I mean, I know you've always been here throughout history, but why are you here, right now?
That's for you to find out. Very important things happening today, Doctor. Yes.
Oh, Canadian money, oh, Canadian, oh, good.
Give that to me. Look over there, there's a bird.
What?
Yes. You want to give me the money.
Ha! Oh! What are you doing here? You're gonna remember I saw you.
Yes, that line makes perfect sense.
Oh, it does, it does, it does. I did this in the past. I had an Amy Dora and Gold in it. Okay.
We're going to loot him now.
That's what the first time has happened to him. Sorry, Jack.
Right this way, Clara. Yes, right this way.
Exactly.
Looking for clues, Clara. Deduction is the secret to any crime. Why, by looking at a man's fingernails, I can tell whether he wanted to live or die. By looking at you, I can make several deductions. First of all, that sweater has been bedazzled with studs on the shoulders. That means you consider yourself a punk, but you like to be comfortable. Let's start. Let's start. It's ridiculously long and wide. I suspect you are a fan of some kind of show. Though I don't know what that show is, I deduce that it will not be produced for at least 70 years. Tell me, how are you enjoying your time in London?
You know, it's a lot more fun with the Doctor, but I don't know, I guess it is.
Yes, I suppose. Well, some people prefer Sherlock to Doctor Who.
What? I'm so glad I found you. There's something amiss. I'm
What's
not
wrong, my friend? Tell me.
I'm not entirely sure. I was with that doctor, and he told me not to look.
Not to look.
Not to
Clara,
look.
does this make any sense to you? You've travelled with the doctor before.
We've seen Weeping Angels, we've seen Cybermen, we've seen Dalek, we've seen the March.
None of these words make any sense to me.
There was something.
I suppose Weeping Angels does make sense to me, but not in this context.
Word I'm saying.
No.
Pretend that I didn't hear anything.
No, wait. I shall use the power of deduction to deduce your meaning.
No, it's not going to work.
No?
Sherlock, you could. It's not that good.
Very well. Watson.
Yes, sir.
Where was the doctor when you saw him last?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it was such a blur.
Was it in Piccadilly Circus?
Yes, it was a circus.
Yes, that's a site in London.
Yes. All I remember is that he said they were to meet him at Bench.
Clara, staging, always staging.
Quiet! No, mutedness, no.
Was it perhaps silence?
Yes, precisely. Silence.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Very well, Clara, do you have any idea what this could possibly mean? Silence in this context.
No, I don't even know idea. I've never read into the silence.
The silence? Then you do know something.
But there was one thing.
Listen, if you have any nerdy knowledge at all, no.
There was a companion named Amelia Pond.
Amelia Pond, yes.
Amelia Pond. And she saw the silence, but the thing with them is you see them, but then you forget about them the second you turn away.
Ah,
You
yes.
can't remember them.
Ah, yes,
And
but
the
what if you
doctor
watched a
is-
show about them? Would you remember them then?
Yeah.
Have you watched a show about them?
have.
Then you remember them!
Right, that's the trick. You need to get them on the telly.
Very well. Watson, Clara, to Piccadilly Circus.
Such a pleasure to run into you. Our friendship is most profitable.
And you, Dr. Moriarty.
It is a pleasure.
Damn.
I try to remain damp in all my feelings, except my wit, which I maintain at a dryness.
Indeed. Like so many of the authors of this period, I may say. Very dry, very witty. Exactly what we need.
That's quite an observation, isn't it? You're clever. Fiendishly clever.
Well, thank you, Doctor. I must say, I feel very kin with you.
No, I believe we are born of the same egg. Two yolks in a pod, you and I.
Two black oaks. I mean, yolks, not oaks. But also oaks is good.
Yes, strong trees they are, thick in the middle and leafy on top. Not unlike myself.
And yet, I'm more like a yolk. Soft, wiggly, feminine.
No, but in the yolk is all the nutrients. Everything that is needed is in the yolk. The white is basically bullshit. Your plan to give me supremacy here on the earthly plane.
Oh yes, Doctor. Thank you for bringing me to your fictional universe. You were the key that got me here. You were the yolk in my yolk, or the fertilizer in my oak.
Well, thank you for coming here and making me aware of my fictional nature.
And thank you for your help. Soon, I will have control of all fictional universes. Anyone who reads a book ever will be in my control.
I found this. The doctor gave it to me. He remembered to give it to me.
This must be a book of the future. Surely I can claim this woman as my minion.
Who is this doctor you speak of?
Well, you are a doctor, but you are good. He is a doctor, and he is my arch nemesis. Another Time Lord like myself.
You have a nemesis, much as I do. Yours is a doctor, and mine keeps a doctor for a pet. Yeah.
Well, perhaps we should let the doctors free, as they say.
Right, this way, Piccadilly Circus. I can hear the elephants in the clouds.
Shut up! Shut up!
Doctor! Doctor, there you are.
Oh, you're not going to like my son. First of all, Sherlock.
Doctor, where's your friend Jack?
I'm afraid he's been captured. Gil, but he'll come back to life later.
What?
So look, listen, I've got to say, there's a few things and you're not going to like it. First of all, I'm not from here. I'm from the future. I'm also from another planet. I'm from a planet called Gallifrey.
Yes, Clara's told us everything.
Oh,
She started with season 1 and went up to doctor number 11. And you're doctor number 12, I believe.
that's me.
Yes, yes, we've heard your whole sorry tale. Traveling across the universe in a stolen blue box. Trying to right wrongs where you can. Well, Doctor, if you're offering help, then I'm here to accept it. This case is beyond even the powers of deduction. I still don't understand what Pringles have to do with anything.
Hoping you can help me. I've been thinking about it, and I can't place it. Captain Jack, he travels time too. He invented Pringles at some point in the future, but he's come back here. And somehow Pringles has something to do with what I think Missy's doing. Have you heard of anyone named Missy? Any of the Baker Street regulars?
I'm afraid not, Doctor. Missy.
Missy?
Missy, the only one who begins with know is Moriarty. Sorry, Clara, what were you saying?
Oh, it's not Red Hat.
No, she just vanished. She always does this now. Listen, but she's here.
Then you have an arch nemesis too, eh, Doctor? I suspect the foul hand of Moriarty in our current troubles.
I can't place what it is. There's Chips, there's Captain Jack, and then there's you.
And what's all this about us being a fictional universe, Doctor?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you're not real. I mean, you're real here, in this universe. But in our universe, you're just stories. You must have reading books. Your face in the Strands are books written by a man named Arthur Conan Doyle.
But who's to say what's real and what's not, Doctor? Perhaps in another universe, you yourself are fictional. Perhaps in another universe still, both of us have the same showrunner.
Could be. It's a big universe. Well, listen.
A big multiverse, I suppose you mean. Yes. Yes. Doctor, where would they have taken your friend Jack?
Big Ben.
Big Ben, yes, we've mentioned it several times. It must be important.
Must be.
That's reincorporation. The basic rules of reincorporation would state that Big Ben has to be significant somehow, or we've just been wasting everyone's time.
Clara, did you think of anything? Why would Missy want to be here in a fictional universe? What would she have to benefit from being here?
She can control everything, Doctor. Not just this book, but all the books. Think about it. Think about all the books.
All the books.
Doctor, something terrible has just occurred to me. Yes! Moriarty! With your extravagant claps. Now I say you have weird burn victim minions.
Give me my money! Give me my fucking money back!
Good Doctor! You'll all be lucky to leave with your lives, let alone your fancy Canadian dollars. Some future Queen's head puzzle.
No, I think I'm getting it. Moriarty, see if this is it. Every book that's ever written, every book that's ever been written. The Bible,
Are you suggesting the Bible is fictional, Doctor?
Everyone's mouths to be in a recreational space in order to be available to the supercharged fiction.
Missy, that bitch she wrote the Twilight series. Who was her? Every crappy series and books that's ever been written, she was behind it. She's been planting shitty ideas, melting our brains. She's gonna take humanity down the tube by writing shitty fiction.
It was a simple thing. First introducing popcorn into movie theaters, thus planting into the larger subconscious the idea that fiction and snacks go together. Then it was simply a matter of taking that subconscious superposition and applying it across the historical plane.
But that doesn't answer one question. Who the hell are these freaky weirdos?
These are my new good friends. Zap them with your electricity, but not enough to kill them.
Ah, come on!
They will come with us.
You. But find you. You know where you are. It's in Big Ben. It's not down.
Everyone disappeared when they threw in that smoke bomb.
The silence.
What? What about Dr. Human Cutting? This is...
I do hate myself sometimes. Well established and sense.
Listen to me, Doctor. You're pretty and popular. Don't need to do that. But listen, what's going on?
No, this. It's a mark that I made when I see the silence. The silence. You've heard about them? Yeah, they're
What about?
They got dark faces.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about because I can't see them right now.
Listen, somebody came that you can't remember. Get out of your mind. Somebody you saw. But you can't remember them. Do you
Watson
remember?
and Clara were here when they drove. Moriarty was here. I remember him. I remember making a wisecrack about freaky weirdos. But not... Who was I referring to?
Once you see them, you forget as soon as you look away. But they've got them in big beds.
Very well, Doctor, I shall trust you this far. But I shall have to ask you one question. What the fuck do Pringles have to do with it?
I don't know!
Jack Harkness.
What's my name?
What is your favorite book?
What is my favorite book?
Yes. What is your favorite book?
Everybody Poos. It's true. It's true. I checked the math and it's true. Everybody does.
How obvious. Like your character.
It's my character. I'm obvious. And you obviously can't stop falling in love with me. And neither can he. Everybody loves Jack. I'm used to that.
Jack. Is this your favorite book?
It's a pop-up book.
Why don't you have a read?
No! I don't do pop-up books anymore.
Oh no? What if I told you I had a copy of Everybody Poos? Would you read it then?
It's a pop-up book. It's a pop-up version. No one has ever read that book and survived. It pops up unexpectedly in certain places. When you reach the chapter about elephants, good fucking luck.
Listen, everybody, you're all going to be here for a while, so why don't you pick up a book? Read one of the books in this library.
Who are you, Jordan the Forge?
There! Look at it, Watson.
Look, it's the Hobbit. It's the Hobbit during the attack upon Lake Town. Don't go down that reading rainbow! But it's never Lake Town. I imagine there's a lake nearby.
I believe my companions, the Silence, will now begin reading everyone some books.
No, we'll be like a butterfly but fly twice as high.
And here! Why don't you have a snack?
Yes, the Pringles are necessary.
Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Jack. He was a naughty, naughty boy. So we needed to teach him.
It's like a rave I went to.
Yes, my pleasure, obviously.
Is it Ben already?
Yes, the historical nexus of time shall be prepared. Soon, all of fiction will be in your control, and thus all of humanity.
Everyone loves a good tale,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah.
Don't they?
And this one has a happy ending!
Yes,
over here, through these abandoned tunnels that we'll walk through for a while. This device of yours really is quite something. It's almost like a complete plot McGovern and can do whatever the fuck he wanted to.
Basically. Did you know Pringles, these chips, they're actually only 40% potato. Most crisps are all potato. These are only 40%. The rest is wheat and black beans. They're invented by a man in 1967, Frederick Barrow at Kellogg's. The shape, it's a hyperbolic paraboloid. Hey,
Yes, makes it easy to stack it in a tube.
right, but 1967.
Yes, a date. Over 70 years in the future.
I don't see still. I know all that about Pringles.
But what could our enemies have to gain for introducing some sort of snack confection 7 decades before
Wait,
time?
stupid. I've been so stupid. You wanna know who said it? Snacks invented, connected with storytelling, shows. You watch it, you eat, you get fat, you get lazy, you get unhealthy, diabetes, all sorts of manner of diseases. They're introducing it earlier.
You're saying in your time, the majority of people are a bunch of fat asses who sit around eating chips and reading stories.
Yeah, watching them.
Watching them? But how? You mean some sort of play?
Listen, it's gonna be easier here this way.
We're Mr. Spock now.
I'm sorry, that's about the next 100 or 200 years.
Yes, it's all rather sordid, isn't it? And yet, yes, I see now. In your universe, I am a fictional character, aren't I, Doctor? Played by many people. Your Robert Downey Jr., Benedict Cumberbatch.
I'm Jeremy Brett, he's the best.
Yes, and many other actors I could name who the audience would not know who the hell I'm talking about. Yes, it's true, isn't it?
Is it
I
hard?
am just a story, aren't I? Dreamt up by a man named Arthur Conan Doyle.
Still, you're real here?
I suppose so. Suppose so, Doctor, and yet, what if all of my actions have been predetermined? The scribblings of some pen somewhere in another universe. What point is there to going on? When all of my fabulous deductions are concocted ahead of time by some writer.
Does it go in the future? They're still being written. It's still happening then?
Yes, I saw that Robert Downey Jr. movie. That was more of an action-adventure piece.
There's no
Ratings for Sherlock that I saw were very good indeed.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
I've always wanted to meet you and ask you this.
Go on, Doctor.
Is it hard being so smart, so clever?
No, it's easy. Because I'm a conceited prick. That's a secret, you know, Doctor.
Really?
That's a secret. Now, let's continue down our passage.
This is a good one. My mother used to read it to me when I was little. Silence.
So many stories.
Once upon a time, there was a dog named Clifford. Clifford was a big red dog.
That makes no sense. The SPCA would get involved.
Never mind.
He's too huge. He's a danger to the neighborhood. That doesn't make any sense. You have to get a special license. And oh my God, I'm drugged and I keep looking down at my socks and they're too short.
We must stay strong, Mr. Jack. We must try and fight them together.
I can't. I've already heard about the big red dog and Matilda, Wilda, what's her name? She just keeps making mistakes.
Think yon toe, chap. Think yon toe.
We must be very quiet indeed. We must speak only in stage whispers and asides.
Read me another story. Give me something I can take.
Big brown bear, blue bull, beautiful baboon, blowing bubbles, spiking backwards.
Makes no sense!
The alliteration is deafening!
At least give me something from Little Bear. If we're gonna start with bears, go with Little Bear. He's got a family and his parents wear clothes and he doesn't.
Doctor, we have to take action. We have to take action immediately, but thanks to you, I have access to the different interpretations of my characters, including that Robert Downey Jr. one, where he does that super cool calculating all the odds in a fight before he gets into a fight game. We're going to try it now.
Hickory dickory dock.
Stabbing back, 100%. Stab. Break knee, punching face, kicking balls. Taking the life of these weird alien things that I don't feel guilty at all about doing anything because I don't remember what I did. The guilt!
Look, did they tell you, Jack, the Pringles? Who did you give the recipe to? Did you give it to Missy? We figured it out on the way here. Pringles have always been full of all sorts of nasty bullshit and chemicals that weaken the mind, weaken the ability to resist suggestions that will come in the form of stories. But if you bring the Pringles back 70 years in the future, in the past, then all of humanity gets weaker. Pringles sweep the nation. Nobody can resist the stories anymore. Don't you see what she's doing?
Yes, she's making all of humanity a slave to that oval-headed, mustachioed son of a bitch. You got the Pringles back.
Oh, yeah!
It was my idea. I feel terrible it was my idea. I just had the idea of potatoes in a tube. And that was the recipe. Specifically,
Potatoes in a tube.
Yeah.
Were you putting potatoes up your tube? Is that why?
I was dating an Irish guy.
Well, you should have gone before Moriarty and your Missy show up.
No, look, they've still got the plan. They're still going to do something, and I don't know how we're going to stop them, but we have to. Because if they succeed, it's not just this world, it's everything.
Here we are at the top of Big Ben! This is exciting! You know what they say, Moriarty? Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
I bet you could not have just one.
And look, there's everyone who's ever read a Charlotte Bronte book. And there, an Oscar Wilde novel.
I'm sure glad we have these 5 ladders in Big Ben. There they are! Moriarty! Missy!
Doctor!
You think you were going to get away with it? Is that what you thought?
I found a doctor of my own.
Well, we've got 2 doctors on our side.
And I've got a can of Pringles. Once I pop, I don't know if I can stop.
So what's the plan? How are you going to start it?
What, this?
Yes.
Big Ben is a time nexus.
It is. It's a symbology of time for many, many millions of imaginations. And as such, it reaches past the fictional universe and into yours, Doctor!
Why are you always trying to one-up me? Really sucks. Like, I am a machine too.
Sherlock.
Easy growing off the show,
Yes, what did you say?
Big Ben's not just the nexus of time and space, but this particular time in history, this particular moment, it is the nexus. It's not just that, it's a physical nexus, it's a temporal nexus. It moves around in a wibbly wobbly way, but right now it's a Big Ben. No!
I'm going to move this dial. I mean the time.
The clock, the hands of the
The
clock.
hands of the clock. Yes. And when I do, everyone who's ever read a book from the Victorian era will be in my control.
Oh, but isn't it interesting? The thing about stories, though, the thing about stories is how they're always being written. And when you're at a temporal nexus like this, where stories can be written out, wouldn't it be strange, Clara, if you were to just start writing on this piece of paper here a story about how this story might end? Wouldn't that be interesting?
Yes, right at Sherlock's shoulder wound healed up nicely. Right, Moriarty shit his pants! Michael Jackson's alive again! Oh, the doctor wasn't shot!
What of me?
Right, Missy grew an elephant trunk out of her butt! Yes!
I'm loving watching this and eating snacks.
Make sure you're right that this time she doesn't get away.
Yes, she didn't give away. She grew 2 elephant trunks out of her butt.
Nice try.
Doctor, should we lock her in the internet?
Yeah, that's where we met.
My thing broke. Don't worry about it. You know what this controls? Pen and paper.
What? Oh no, she's taking control of the pen. It's writing something. It's like Missy totally got away like she did every time. Plus, she escaped.
Every time.
Oh well. Well, at least Moriarty shit his pants and then his head exploded. I wanted to see chips?
Oh yeah, it's basically the runoff.
Oh, yeah, this is so when you go to a party and you have these, everybody's unhappy.
That's how I do parties.
No, Doctor! Oh, God. Thank you for helping us out. Perhaps we are living in a fictional universe, me and Watson. But I think we've come to terms with it. Especially now that we have this.
I saw something in your mind too. I saw it on your timeline. I'm fictional in yours as well.
Yeah, I said that earlier. We have the same show.
I know, but I saw it for sure.
Is it Stephen Moffat?
Yes!
Yes!
He lies to everybody.
Clara, I want to thank you most of all. It was your hand that came in the defeat of our suspected foes. I suppose you'll be returning to your own time now, Watson. Thank all three of you. Watson, thank you.
It's always a pleasure, Sherlock. So good to meet you. So good to meet you too. I didn't think you were bald. I didn't catch that. I didn't know.
You don't have to go so quick. Maybe you could get a massage. Oh, hand spikes! He's got a lot of hand spikes.
Come on, Sherlock.
Oh, come on, Doctor. I suppose you'll be getting back to your blue bodies now.
It's like the chastity belt of massages.
Right in what fault?
Right about fault.
You make it out okay.
I will now that I have this. I can write our own fate, eh, Watson? Sherlock totally won the lottery.